Hello everyone and welcome back. I just want to show you what I picked up this week and things that are out there that you may be interested in yourself. When I went to the dump this morning to get rid of my stuff, this was laying there. This is a Makita saw. It looks a little rough, but I plugged it in just the way it is and it runs fine. The defect on this saw is this wire. Okay. This wire must have been cut or melted or whatever happened, and they just taped it together. Took a little bit of a chance plugging it in. It's a plastic handle. It ran and it cut. So what I'm going to do is cut this out and either splice it together or see what's involved on opening this up and then just shortening this wire a little bit and reconnecting it. The next pick was this lawnmower. As I was pulling out, this older gentleman was telling me that this mower runs, but he let it sit last year outside and he just bought a new one and he's not interested. It wasn't seized. The oil in it is clean. The air filter's a little dirty. You can see that it was left out. It has a broken wheel, which I have a deck with the same size wheel, so that's not an issue. And only other problem I see is the handle, the lever for the gas. There's a rubber handle that goes on here and it falls off. He had tape in there, so I might just cut a piece of metal, drill through this and extend this a little bit so it fits on that rubber handle. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. The blade was loose. I tightened the blade, and what probably saved this mower was there wasn't any gas in the tank, so I added gas in there, pulled it a few times, and it started right up. There is a little slack on this cord though. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way in, so I'm going to take this recoil off. I'm going to clean this up, oil it, see what's in there. Could be just dirt. A lot of times these get dirty and they hang up in there. There's so much out there. Some of you may not pick up a mower like this figuring, well, what good is it? But this is a solid deck. This deck is solid. Mower over here could take any abuse that you give it. Push come to shove, excuse the pun, I just use this on the rough terrain I have. Hey guys, I just wanted to point this out. I took the recoil off to work on that recoil, and I have this mouse nest under here. I did a couple of videos on this before. This is something you want to look at if you have a lawnmower that's left outside, or even if it's in a shed. This nest could cause your engine to blow. Your engine is air cooled, and this nest, you can see all in here, it's keeping the air from circulating through these fins. So this is something to keep an eye on. Usually you could tell there's something going on in there because there'll be some of this grass sticking out from under the hood. And on tractors, I've had a couple of lawn tractors come to me that had blown engines. The owner changed the oil on a regular basis, and I started taking it apart. This is what I found. Not only that, but they'll generally chew on this coil wire and you'll lose a spark. When season starting, this is just a quick tip on something to watch out for. Today's. Now the other day, as I was driving, someone got rid of this weed whacker. It's a Craftsman weed whacker, and right now I have more weed whackers than I know what to do with, but I just couldn't leave this one. Look at the condition. So I don't know if the camera's picking this up right, but it's clean. It looks like it's the original bulb that's in there. It's one of those detachable heads where you can put other tools on it, and it doesn't look beat up at all. The worst case on this is probably a carburetor. It has compression, I checked that, and I don't know if this works. This one I didn't try. I didn't put any gas in it to play around with it. I had it here now for a couple of days, and like I said, I have a lot of weed whackers, and this is just added onto the list, but I just couldn't pass this one up. Well guys, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful or entertaining, let me know by posting your comments down below, giving it a like, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Until next time, stay safe.